Bro, them bitch beat the bro. Them bitch beat my ass. I swear to God, bro. Look at my fucking face, bro. And this motherfucker talking about it's not that bad. Bitch, that shit is bad. I don't even look the same, bro.
Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my boots.
Hey y'all, it's TheBreeze, and you're plugged into TheBreeze lifestyle. If this is not your first time here, you already know we locked in, friend. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support your girl some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. So this is yet another reaction video, and it's a new topic unlocked. Now, this right here is my guilty pleasure. I be trying to get away from it, but I be tuned in every week, y'all. So we about to talk about baddies, but we ain't talking good about them because this is going to be a video about people who actually go to the Baddies auditions and have a bad experience. And it's like, I don't feel like you can make this up because a lot of them are saying some of the same things that are bad about it. But it's just like, I don't know, just as the years go by, this is their 7th season. And I'm just saying, like, the way that they talk to these girls and try to make them fight on demand. I was watching Baddies Africa auditions, and it's just like, I thought you only had to fight to be a baddie. Like, I understand what the show is. I get what they signed up for. But it's just, I don't know. That's what really made me go on TikTok and see, do they have videos about people actually going to these auditions? And y'all, when I tell you, some of these stories are crazy. So let's just go ahead and get right to it.
Y'all, my Baddies Africa experience, like, the whole thing was just annoying as So the Baddies are going to Africa, and they just had an audition in Atlanta, Georgia. Doors open at 12 o'clock, but it's not guaranteed that you would get in there at 12 o'clock. Me and the girl that I went with stood out there for hours. We got there at 1:45-ish or so. We thinking we late. No, baby, there's a whole line. We're standing there for hours. I didn't get inside the building until like 4 p.m. or so. Then when you get inside the building, you have to check in and get a number. Once you get your number, they take a picture of you and your number with you holding your ID. And after that, you continue to the holding room. This is where y'all gonna sit before y'all start filming. They bring out all the guest celebrities and they bring out the cast members. They didn't start bringing people out until like 7 p.m. Mind you, you have people that been there since 6 o'clock that morning in line. Young Miami was the last person to come out. She didn't come out till like 10 p.m. At this point, everybody's irritated as hell. There's been multiple fighting for no reason because they drunk, they high, they irritated, and they in a room full of, like, literally bitches on top of bitches. It was like probably 1,000 bitches there. So Carisha was supposed to be the last celebrity guest to come out, and then they was just like, as soon as Carisha come out, we're gonna start putting y'all in the next holding room to go on the stage to go in front of the judges. That took them like another 2 hours to do that, to start pulling people and taking them to the next stage. But when they pull you to go into the next room, you're in holding again. They put us in holding. We was there for about 2-3 hours. So now it's been 13 hours that we've been there. Hungry as hell, head beaten, aggravated, long ass wait. So finally it's about 3 a.m. We go up, my group go up, it was group 36. We get back there. The people, the Zeus production, they tell us, okay, so just to let y'all know, they're only giving out 1 ticket for the rest of the night. So we like, what? They were like, yeah, they done gave out so many tickets, they're about to run out. So I'm like, what? All these is not bad bitches. Like, come on now, y'all can't be giving out ticket like it's water bottles. So they say the first female to put their heel on the table get a ticket. I was the first person to put my heel on the table. So Jayla and Diamond was like, go get your ticket, go get your ticket. Because normally they give you the ticket right there. So I'm like, where's the ticket? Where's the ticket? Where do I go? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody is saying not a thing. They looking at me. I'm asking them, where do I go? They like over there, they pointing. Where? And this girl in my group, she didn't have a heel on. She had like some shoes, but it had like fur around it. And mind you, she was in my group. I've been talking to this girl all night, y'all. I've been talking to this girl all night. She put her leg on the table. Biggie gonna say something. Ooh, I like your stance. You like her stance? What? She don't even have a heel on. Why Biggie done gave my ticket away to the bitch? She's talking about she deserve a ticket. Mind you, they only giving out one ticket. But it's my fault though. It was my fault. I let her have my ticket. I should have socked the bitch. I should have socked that bitch for that ticket. Because I forgot I was talking to the bitch all night. I forgot what I was there for. I was irritated. I was hungry. Had a headache. Aggravated. Ready to go home. Didn't get on the stage till 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, I should have socked the bitch. I'm so mad off of that. But that night, I was so mellow. I was like, oh, it's whatever. She can have it. She must need it. She told me last auditions, she made it to the second round, this, that, and the third. You made it to the second round, but bitch, you didn't get on the show. Because if you did, you wouldn't be at these auditions again. The bitch didn't get on the show, and I guarantee you the bitch won't get on the show again. Bitch, I should have socked you. If you seeing this, I should have socked you because you played me. You played me for a fool, bitch. But that's my fault, though. I know what I will do differently next time. Biggie, you gave my ticket away. I don't like that shit. But it was my fault, though. I wasn't quick enough. I should have been quick on my toes, or I should have fought the bitch. Because that's what they want to see. They want to see you tussle. They want to see you tussle with bitch. I should have did that. And that's why I f***ed up on my part. Next time, when I go to the audition, I'm getting VIP. Because they let the VIP girls audition first. Because I don't want to be the last person to audition. I don't. I wasn't the last person, but they was tired. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, so they was saying any and everything. Ain't no friendly shit next time. I ain't talking to no bitch. Next time I'm in that bitch mugging straight face. I ain't gonna be no girls, because I tricked myself out of my spot. I tricked my own self out of that spot, because I was supposed to go to the next round, and I was supposed to get another ticket on my soul.
Okay, so I feel like that was her fault. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a little unorganized, but I get what she's saying. Like, she was there for 13 hours, head hurt and hungry, all of that. But if I did all of that and they told me that I get the ticket, first of all, putting your heel on the table, like, that's why I said about these baddie auditions, some of the things they was telling these girls to do to get a ticket was just like, what? Put your heel on the table to get a ticket? How does that make me a baddie? Like, I don't understand. But when Biggie said, oh, she get a ticket, the girl didn't trick her out of the ticket. Like she said, she tricked herself out the ticket, because I'd be like, hold on, no, that's my ticket. And then if it turned into a fight, okay. But at the same time, like, yeah, she went through all of that just to let a technicality get her out of the ticket. And listen, tired, hunger or not, I already did my bid. Like, I've been here for 13 hours. I'm going home with that ticket, period.
Okay, y'all, I'm finally ready to tell my story about this Baddies audition. Don't mind my hair, I just woke up from a long night. All right, so this is how it went. I went to the Baddies audition with one of my homegirls. She's from New York. I met her in New York. She flew up here for the audition. She has been on a few of the audition episodes. She always get a ticket, but she never made it to the next round. Y'all might know her. Her name is Monet. She be on Now That's TV, like on South Central Baddies or something, I think. But anyway, boom. She told me, like, we need to be there early. I do this all the time. We need to get there like 8 or 9 a.m. because, you know, the line gonna get crazy and ooh. So we get there at like 9 o'clock in the morning. The line was really just starting, but it was starting to pick up or whatever. So we in the line. She told me what we need to bring. We brought chairs, we brought speakers, we bought water, we bought whatever. We DoorDash food in the line, all that. So when we got in the line, they like, fuck, we finna go to the front of the line. We ain't about to wait back here. So I guess we act like we was finna go to the bathroom, and we just went to the front of the line, and nobody ain't do shit about it. So they told us we were supposed to come in at 12 o'clock or 12:30. So like I told you, I got there like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, 3 hours. Sun's starting to come out. It's getting a little hot. You know, people get bothered, irritated. We getting drunk in the line. They kept on coming around with the cameras and stuff like that. People had their bottles or whatever, but like they barely came around with water until way after, when people was already mad as fuck, passing out, all type of shit. So boom, they didn't open the doors till 5 p.m. Not 12 o'clock, 5 p.m. So when we go in there, we get our numbers and stuff or whatever for who we, you know, with our Zeus number, and then they told us all go in this auditorium. Now, the auditorium is 2 sides, and they giving all these people all these numbers and stuff, like that's going to be like the type of order or something they going to go in, but the numbers had nothing to do with nothing. So people hot and bothered. They finally gave waters out here and there in the line. We finally came in the building about to pass out. People done passed out literally in that line. So when we get in the building, like, already fighting in the line. They telling us, like, we can't open the door until we get another fight, until we get enough fights, enough content. We can't start the auditions. So that was in the line. Then when we get in the building, they were like, it's free game once you get in the building. It don't matter. Y'all could just fight all y'all want. So when we got in the building, literally people was fighting left and right, every which way, everywhere you look, everywhere you look. And I just keep hopping on the tables, just watching every fight. Part 2. So it's this one guy walking around, like, tapping people on the shoulder, whispering. After they didn't get into an altercation or whatever, or I guess just that he feel like he got a little pick. So it was a gay boy or whatever. So he was going around whispering, telling people, I guess, to go up to the VIP. Now, I already supposed to been in the damn VIP because I know Jonathan. Jonathan told me he was going to come down there and get me, just text him when I get there. And my friend Monet also had a plug with the VIP because she always be on Baddies. So my phone had died, and I was with my other homegirl. So Monet, when she told me, like, girl, you got to stay with me. You moving around doing too much. But we in my city, so of course I'm going to be moving around doing too much. So she disappeared somewhere, and her ass ended up going up there. Boom. So the people that was going up to VIP, they basically go straight to the main stage with Natalie and them like that. Everybody in the auditions downstairs, they going to have to fight their way out for one, just to get to the first panel of people. Now, when they kept telling people, sit down, stand up, like they didn't know what the they were trying to tell people. They wasn't letting nobody out. My friend Bree literally had to fight her way out, go to 4 different doors. They like, we not letting nobody out. She cutting the fuck up on their ass, finally got out. They was not trying to let nobody out. It was like a jail in there. It was crazy. They had all the doors locked. Everybody just going crazy. The concession stand closed like 30 minutes after we got in there. So people started breaking into the damn concession, stealing drinks and stuff because motherfuckers was thirsty, irritated, hungry, all type of shit. So when they actually start the auditions, you would just see the door open here and there, and they'd just pull 3 girls out or something and close the door. So they never had no structure. They never had no setup of how they was doing that shit. Literally was just randomly pulling girls, whoever was close enough to the door. So when I peeped that, I told my friend, like, come on, girl, we about to make our way out of this, because I was about to leave so many times, but I'm like, you already been here all fucking day, standing in line since 8, 9 a.m. You might as well just stick it out, see what the fuck it is, you know? And I only came to pop my shit. I never wanted to be on that show. I don't have to wake up fighting bitches all day, every day. That's slow. I came to pop my shit, be on TV. I met Lemmy, the CEO, and everything. I did what I came to do. So once we seen them open the doors or whatever, I'm grabbing her. We latched up in the arms, like, you know, latched up like this. I'm like, come on, we about to get out of here. Every time the door opened, everybody started pushing towards the door, trying to get out. And I was pulling her ass right through them crowds, like, come on, we got to get through this. We about to get out of here. That shit was crazy as hell, like hectic as hell, head hurt, everything. So this is about 10 o'clock at night when the auditions actually start. So once we finally got pulled out of that mud after hell and hot fucking water, we got to stand in some more lines so we can go be in front of our panels or whatever. I had one in front of Jayla, Tasiki, Bobby, Tinkerbella. Was Biggie up there? Or Meatball? It was one of them. I don't know. But I know when I got up there, they was doing 6 people at a time. So when I got in my 6 people group, I'm like, oh, I'm about to kill this. Like, I was in a group with a bunch of, you feel me? And I'm like, yeah, this ain't. So when we get in front of them, they like start from the left to the right. I'm the last person on the right. They like start from the left, tell me what makes you a baddie. The girl get to saying, I feel like ain't nobody f***ing with me. I'm a baddie because da-da-da-da-da. And then she like, oh, ain't nobody f***ing with you. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. So the girl to the right instantly like, oh, I'm f***ing with you. What? That was just their whole manipulation scheme. They was trying to get people roused up to get that fight. You feel me? So the got to fighting. Then the friend on the next to her jumped in too. So two was fighting her. They breaking shit. They doing all this. So while they fighting, I just cut and start talking to Jayla and them. I'm like, it's Costa Rica, Big Rick, Eastside Princess. You know, she like, Look right back at the fight. Like, y'all not here for no bosses. Y'all not looking for nobody else here to pop their show what the f*** Detroit got to offer. Y'all came here from some scuttered ass, bum ass, red ass. It's like, that's all. So they knocking shit or breaking shit, breaking the set. So they are like, all right, next group. I'm like, I didn't get a chance to pop my shit. She like, you popped your shit up, Jayla, Squidward looking ass. Like, I didn't. I should pop you in your shit. Fuck you talking about. That's why they be making people mad like that. They trying to do that. It was so many bad bitches in there looking like that one buff song, Detroit Ready, you feel me? And got sent home because they wasn't in there and fighting, kissing trains. They had the trains was in there fighting. Like literally fighting 2-3 girls at one time. This grown ass man in here swinging. Like what? It was just all over the place. When I say it was so demonic, and it's like it made me look at the show differently because I watched this shit all the time, but just to see it in real person is like how y'all traveling from city to city and just making every fucking body mad in their city, and then y'all leaving, and now all these people pissed off from yesterday. And I say the city was in an uproar for like 2-3 days, was beefing with each other because they fought at the Baddies thing, motherfuckers falling out. People I know was leaving out on stretchers and gurneys, going to the hospital. Was in there with broken noses, all type of shit, just to not get picked. They not finna pick none of them people from the auditions. They got their own whole roster of people that they picking, and they might pick 1 or 2 people from them auditions. So all that shit was irrelevant, and it was very fucking demonic. And it took me like a week to get my energy back right and get my spirits back in order, because that type of shit will throw you the fuck off. And it took me this long to make the video because I really didn't even care to talk about this shit because it's just draining. Now it's just like, this all y'all can do? Fight? Argue? Y'all don't have shit to do. Y'all don't have no goals. Y'all don't have nothing set up. Nothing like... That shit is not what the fuck it's cracked up to be. And I would never in my life go do no more of them ever again.
Okay. Now, I don't know, but I've never been to a Baddies audition. But even watching the Baddies audition, I can see it's very chaotic. It's very crazy. Like, girls be on one. Like, the whole point of it is to get camera time, and they gonna do anything for it. So for her to say she didn't even want to be on the show, I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like that's cap. Like, why would you go through all of that just to have 2 seconds on TV? Maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I do agree with her, like, that I don't know, we ain't gonna get too much into it, but I definitely feel like it's demonic energies in this whole setup. The fact that they are, like, first of all, you got 10,000 ratchet, not that everybody ratchet, but for the most part, Baddies is a ratchet show. So you got 10,000 ratchet girls in one room. You already unorganized. It's hot. You're not feeding them. They hungry. It's bound to be a fight. But for you to coerce fights and manipulate fights for content, y'all, that's I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep. Let's just go to the next one because what? Oh, speaking of going to the next one, they do all of that for you to get 2 seconds or one person fighting, and you talking about, oh, next group. Like, they don't even get an opportunity to, like, showcase anything at this point. And I feel what she's saying, like, I think it was the other girl or whatever, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. These, like, girls be tired. And another thing that this girl said, I don't know how true it is, but I do feel like they already know who they're going to pick. And like she said, they may pick 1 or 2 people from the auditions. Me personally, call me a conspiracy theorist, I feel like that they let's say, for instance, I don't know anybody's name, but let's just say 3 of the girls who got picked, who was at the auditions, I could say probably 2 of them girls already knew that they was going to get in. They just had to actually show up, so it looked like girls from the auditions is getting in there. But if you look at the people, more than half of the cast is already the people who already been on Baddies. And a lot of it is based off of social media. So if you got a social media presence and you got followers or whatever, they're going to pick you off the rip. So you probably go to the VIP off the rip and you just showing your face so people can say, oh, I seen her at the auditions. But I don't feel like it's a fair shot. So all these 10,000 of girls who's over here fighting and all that, they're being used for content, for free content. Now, I don't want to talk too much, but I did go because the Baddies Africa was in Atlanta, so I did go and look at it, and like I really wasn't going to go or nothing, but I wanted to see, so I went to go register just to read the little contract. Y'all, the things that was in that contract, like they have your whole likeness, you're not getting paid for nothing, but they can post you, they can whatever. Okay, cool. You can't sue them, you can't do this, like. So when people be talking about, oh, I'm suing y'all, but you signed a contract that said that you can't sue them. You should have read the contract instead of being so hyped to be on the show, because they know it's going to be crazy. They know people are going to get hurt, and they don't want no liability. Y'all, that's whatever. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. So I just left Baddies Midwest Auditions. Let me tell y'all something. It was very interesting, okay? When I say hoes was thumping left and right, and I'm from Detroit, so I know. But when I say hoes was thumping left and right, I feel like this audition was probably the craziest out of every audition they didn't have, okay? First of all, they told us to be there at 12:30. It didn't start until... They didn't start letting people in until about maybe 4 or 5. I will say they did provide food and drinks. I will say that. They did. They definitely made sure everybody was hydrated and fed, for sure. So, hours and hours went on. And of course I was vlogging everything too, so y'all gonna see in my vlogs and shit, like y'all gonna see everything in the vlog too. But hours and hours went on, and hoes just fighting left and right, just fighting. So I'm like, shit, like at some point I'm like, shit, let me just, cause when I say bitch was getting smacked left and right, I was just like, let me make sure they just trying to hit me, just, you know, to get some camera time, you feel me? So I met my new little friend. She from Chicago. Me and her was there together, whatever, and we had so much camera time because we was like chilling for real, you feel me? Nobody was like on that with us. Now we all know I love a good squabble, but you feel me? Like I was trying to show my personality. I was not trying to get on there to be fighting, you feel me? And I still had to fight. Like they did not give a about personality for real. Like I'm gonna tell y'all my experience. So finally, my group, we go up there. Me and my homegirl that I met, the girl from Chicago, and like 7 other people, right? So it was, the judges for us was Tasiki, Jayla, Rolly, Scotty, Tinkerbella, and then Bobby was there. So they asking us to explain everything, personalities and all that shit. So we all was talking over each other. But my group, before we went in there, we said we wasn't gonna fight each other, nothing. We was all gonna, you know, try to show our personalities and shit. But it was like kind of like they wasn't really trying to see our personalities. It was really more so they wanted to see who was gonna fight, who was gonna get booked with each other. And you feel me? Like I was trying to show my personality. You feel me? Because being a baddie is not all about fighting. You feel me? Like my got personality. Because some of the cast don't even got personality, and they just be casting anybody. You feel me? So I was trying to show their personality, businesses and all that shit. But from what I'm hearing, everybody's experience was different. You feel me? So I'm talking. Tasiki, she looking at me and she like she interested. And then Tinkerbella was like, it's money to be made. So what's up? So I'm like, so then that's when Rolly was about to next everybody. I was like, hell no, because I want this shit. Fuck, like, what the fuck? I got to talking. I'm like, I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I'm like, I got a big personality. Like, and motherfuckers need to see this shit. You feel me? So Bobby was like, you want it? I was like, hell yeah, I want it. The fuck? So he like, anybody in here gonna check you? I'm like, no. The fuck? So this girl from Idaho, I was the only one that was about to get my wristband. This the wristband to get to the next round, right? This the wristband to get to the next round. I was the only one that was about to get it. But the girl from Idaho was like, I'll check you. So we got the dumping. In my opinion, I feel like I did my big one. I feel like I whooped her, you feel me? But even if it was a tie, I'm not gonna get my ass beat on TV, you feel me? Cause they might air that shit. I definitely don't think I got my ass beat for sure. I most definitely feel like I did my big one. So I can't wait for them to air that. Hopefully they air it. But yeah, so me and the girl from Idaho, we ended up talking or whatever, hugging it out or whatever. But it's like, you didn't have to fight me though. But it's cool though. We both got our wristbands and shit to the next round. So it's still so many damn girls that did not get seen pre-screen, and then a bunch of bitches that did make it to the next round, like me, sitting and waiting. They ain't even see Cash Doll or Dream Doll yet. But I just got tired and I left. So that's a quick little story time for y'all about the auditions. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's pre-picked. I don't know. It's given that it's not, and it's given that I don't really know how to really explain it. But we gonna see. We gonna see if it was pre-picked. When y'all know, when the cast come out, we gonna know if it was pre-picked or not. But yeah, y'all, so that was my experience at Baddies Midwest Auditions.
All right, so I feel like there is no making friends at Baddies Auditions, because like she was saying, they put you against each other. So I guess she said the girl ain't have to fight her, but when they asked her who gonna check you and you say no, but we already got a pact not to fight each other. Like if somebody in a room and we in a Baddies audition, not just in the regular world, in a Baddies audition, and somebody say, ain't none of these hoes gonna check me, ain't nobody gonna check me, everybody supposed to be quiet? No, girl, I'll check you. Like, because we all here for the same thing. Yeah, we might have met here and we cool or whatever the case is, but we all came here alone and we all got one thing on our mind, and that's get on Baddies. So yeah, I don't think the girl from Idaho was wrong for saying what she said, but I do feel like what she said, these people not looking for personality, they're looking for fights. It's like, again, we talking about baddies, I get it, but is it just whoever fight? Like, I don't know. I think it should be more than that. You should like the person, and then them being able to fight is a plus. Because even if they can't fight, but they standing on business, like they not gonna let nobody talk crazy to them, they will fight. But it's like, just off the rip, just fighting somebody for no reason, it's crazy.
First of all, y'all said the audition started at 12. I got there at 9 o'clock this morning. 9 o'clock this morning. Waited in line. 12 o'clock comes. Miss Natalie Nunn never showed up. Well, is not there at the moment. 12 o'clock shows up. Nobody's fucking there. 1 o'clock comes. 2 o'clock comes. 3 o'clock, now they want to finally let people in the door. The line's moving slow as fuck. They keep telling everybody, get back, get back, get back. You know, we're not moving. Get in the building at 5 o'clock. From 9 to 5, a whole working day shift. I was standing outside in the heat, okay? And then they kept bringing us warm water. Like, who the wants warm water on a hot ass day? Make it make sense. And then they sitting around waiting. And then after we got our little phony ass tickets, then they put us in a room and they're like, oh, just sit here and you're waiting. It was the room before you went into the pre-screening room. People keep cutting, like going through the thing. So the whole group gets up. And when I say group, I mean everybody who was in the waiting room that I was in. We all get up and we move into the hallway in front of the pre-screening room, right? Right. They let some people in. They tell the rest of us, y'all can't be standing in this hallway. Y'all need to scoot back. Y'all need to go into the other room. And the security guard was like, y'all need to go into the other room and somebody will come out here and get y'all when y'all are ready to be, when they are ready for you. So me and the rest of the little group, we're not really like friends or nothing, but I just noticed that they were with me. The rest of the people who I'm with, we all go and we sit back in the room. That was a lie. Because when we went back to sit in the room, they let a whole new group of girls come in there and cut in front of the rest of us. So now I'm literally in the back of the line. Like, I was up front when the started. By the time I got into the fucking room and they were like, you need to sit here, I was literally like, there was two group of girls who came in after me, and that was it. That was the end. Like, I was at the end because I listened to what the security guard told me to do. When the security guard, nobody, there's no communication, dude. If I should be able to ask anybody who works for your company what the f going on, and they should be able to give me some sort of, hello time frame or some sort of direction. Security was clueless. Anytime somebody asks me a question, oh, I don't know. Well, you should know because it's your job.
I feel her frustration, but again, I gotta keep going back to it's Baddies. But it is their 7th season, so y'all making all this money. Cause I know it's not just me that's tuned in. I know it's millions of people that's tuned in all over the world. So y'all making so much money. Y'all done this so many times. Maybe the first and second time, okay, cool. You just start and you trying to figure it out. But there's no way that these people keep complaining about the same things. No organization. Tell us to be here at 12. Don't open the doors till 5. Like, that's crazy. And you'll see in other videos too, it just seems like the people who don't follow the rules are the ones that actually get in. Like she said, they told them, how you gonna let some people in and then tell the rest of the people, oh, you can't stay in here. We all wasn't following the rules. And then when we get in the room, now it's like, I'm being punished for following the rules. Like, I guess being a baddie means breaking all the rules and doing what you want. But at the same time, like, these girls don't know. They're just trying to figure it out, and they just thinking that if they do the right thing, they'll get on TV, and that don't be the case.
I'm gonna do a story time, y'all. I went to the Baddies audition for Africa in ATL. Y'all, on Everything I Love, I'm really mad because it's like some of the cast members are not girls, and then on top of that, I didn't even get to see Carisha. Okay, for one. Okay, cool. We stand out there. I do my little big one. Okay, cool. Y'all, the first screening, I was in the room with Anna, Biggie, Diamond, and Jayla and Scotty. I think that was everybody. Yeah, I was in there with them. Now, no shade, no ham, no turkey. They told us whoever put a wig on the table can get a wristband. I'm thinking like they wanted us to take off our wigs. Didn't nobody tell us to fight. I would have been quick to snatch your bitch off her mother head, like, no shade. So I snatched my wig off. No shade. I put my wig on the table. Now, I'm not the only person who put my wig on the table at the same time. It was this other girl. She had a blue wig on. No shade to her because she actually was cool as hell. But no shade to her. They were trying to say that my wig was stinking. Scotty gonna give my wig to Jayla Thompson. Yes, smell it. Smell it. Who? What? Like, that was just weird as f. And I'm asking Scotty, like, why the fuck did you do that? That's weird as f. So I'm trying to grab my wig. Jayla Thompson, that shit stink. Jayla, you're lucky they didn't cast me, G. You're lucky they didn't cast me, because if they did, I was going to bully you every time, bitch. The time you wake up, the time you went to sleep, bitch, that bald head would have been on my hand. So, cool. I ended up getting my wristband to go to the next round. But before I went to the next round, Everything I Love, Scotty pulled me to the side. She said she apologized because of the simple fact that she was saying, like, I know you've been standing out there alone, so I know you've been sweating. Girl, it don't stink. It smelled like sweat, but it don't stink. Like, that was not my wig that stank it. It was that blue wig. My wig was red. So Anna and that's why I love Anna. I fuck Anna real hard because no shade, she not no hater. She the one who gave my wristband. Cool, y'all. We get to the main stage. This why I say I see why Trina don't like Bobby. Like, I see why she don't like him. We get to the main stage and it's 5 in the morning, so I'm already knowing they finna rush everybody to get off this mother stage and stage left and get the phone. You know what I'm saying? So they're asking us. Everybody talking. Cool. Bobby gonna tell the girl next to me, Thompson, walk up. You're pretty. Here, you could just get a ticket. Cause she pretty? Man, y'all, it was a couple that was pretty in the same thing with us. And I feel like it was one girl, if anything, she should have got it because she was a rapper and she brought her sign, you get what I'm saying, her poster. And I'm not gonna lie, she was wrong for that. So on my soul, as soon as I'm like, what? Like, it just blew me off at the time. So Security was like trying to push me off the stage. On my soul, and Natalie kept saying, so y'all gonna let her walk off with the ticket? On my mama, she stepped off the stage. I stepped off the stage. Boop, bop, bop. Bitch, put that wig, ho. You talk about, bitch, for that ticket. Why y'all giving these tickets to? That's just for to be boring as fuck, motherfucker. No. Like, that's why I don't waste my time to go and audition for certain, because it's just slow as fuck. Like, on my soul, that just pissed me off so bad in so many ways. Like, me, I would never go and audition ever again, ever. Y'all, and the funny thing about it, when I had pulled her wig off, and she fell and I got on top of her and I started punching her face, she was like, why? Bitch, that ticket. That's why. Right, and I forgot to tell y'all, G, the reason why I had got from the first round to the second round is because me and this girl had to tussle over a wig, and she was basically saying, like, bring somebody else. After they corrected us, said, bring somebody else's wig to the table. Me and the girl in the blue wig was tussling over her wig, and I was, like, slinging her ass. I was slinging her ass, no shade. They was like, no, Red got it. Yeah, on my soul. That's why I honor, because she don't know where. They was trying to get my wristband to the other girl like that, because I guess they felt bad or whatever that she like ripped off her wig and it like really ripped or whatever. That ain't got shit to do with me. Right, y'all forgot to tell you, these was off something, because they was pulling Scotty's wig. They threw water on Rolly. Like, it was just so much going on at that time, and I just felt like, why the fuck did I plan to come from Chicago all the way to ATL for this whack ass? Like, it was just pissing me off for so many times, and I just want to be over and over and over again, because, ho, is you cool or is you not?
Alright, so I do feel like one of the things of being a baddie is being pretty. Like, so I guess you have to be more than pretty, and again, they giving tickets out for stupid reasons. But given it, she said Bobby gave the girl a ticket because she was pretty. And then Natalie said, y'all just gonna let her walk out with the ticket? What? So you're putting a target on this girl's back. And if you've seen the auditions, it was more situations that was like that. So what do you mean? She got her ticket. All she did was show up being cute, and he obviously liked her style, like what she looked like, gave her a ticket, and now because of that, she got to get beat up. I would have really felt bad for that girl. I feel bad for the girl. I don't even know what she looked like, whatever. But it's like, dang, like, that's messed up. That's why I feel like these auditions is getting worse and worse and worse. Y'all playing on regular people top for real. Because you know that you're not even going to pick probably one or two of these people that's literally flying out, driving hours away to fight, get beat up, get sent to the hospital, all of that. They get a ticket without fighting, and you want to make them fight. Like, y'all, if y'all went to a Baddies audition, well, I guess people have different experiences, I guess. But I still feel like if you see this type of stuff and you really try to go again thinking you're going to get casted, please don't believe the hype. Like, that's crazy.
Y'all, the Baddies audition was crazy. I mean, like, too crazy. First of all, it was too damn hot to be standing outside like that. That shit didn't even make no sense. They said doors open at 12:30. I got there at 11 o'clock. They didn't open the door until like 7 o'clock. I don't understand. We was outside. Was passing out. They had the EMS outside. Like, they had to help them. It got so bad to the point where they had to bring us waters. Like, y'all didn't even think about that shit. Like, weeks ago, the day that y'all decided to have an audition, like, motherfuckers, I'm about to just be standing outside. Like, we was really standing outside for all of them hours. People was outside till 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So just imagine 4 o'clock in the morning to 6, 7 o'clock getting inside the building. That's insane. And I was out there at 11 o'clock. Mind y'all, I had on my heels. We in line. People cutting. People getting into arguments because other people cutting them. I seen somebody cut the line and then they ended up getting into a fight, and then they ended up being cool, taking shots with each other right in front of my face. Like, hella fights happened right in front of me. And I was just so confused. Like, y'all this fought and like y'all really just taking a shot. I'm just lost. Anyway, so yeah,
was fighting and cutting, and like it just got to a point where like everybody just started like moving to the front, like so now the gates then opened up wider than what they already had them, like so now it's hella people on the side of each other, everybody fighting, and once every fight break out, everybody trying to move to the front and get closer. Like it was crazy, y'all. Like that was so crazy. 50 years later, we was able to get inside. So once we got inside, they checked our bags, make sure we ain't had like no weapons or nothing like that. Then we had to go check in, get our number, and then we had to go in a room. It's like a big ass room, and it was like divided into two. It had like some curtains dividing the two, so you couldn't really see on the other side. So me and my friend and my other friend, actually I met a really cool person in line. She came by herself and we just clicked. And I forgot to mention that she did try me in that line, but I kept it cute, but I also let her know like chill the fuck out. And I feel like people be trying to underestimate me because I'm cute as fuck and I came with some class or just in general, but you really don't even know how I get down for real. So don't even play with me like that. You don't even know my background. You around and find out for sure and be embarrassed and be hurt that you even tried to try me like that. But anyway, moving on. So me and my two friends, we on one side of the room, like toward the back. All we hear is chairs moving around, people screaming and yelling, they fighting, they bringing the cameras out every which way, they over on the other side fighting. So we gonna stay on this side because we ain't got time for that. Like we look good. I'm going to look good on camera. Y'all not about to be the fuck anyway. We gonna stay in our lane because we know what we came here for. Them bitches came to fight and be like that, so go ahead and let them do that dumbass. Half of them bitches probably ain't never fought a day in their life. They probably just got their first fight in there. Like for real. Like them bitches was tweaking. Like Detroit, they really was tripping. Anyway, so we gonna stay over here. Now the fights is coming to our side. It literally was like they was bringing it. Once they brought the cameras out, they would bring it on a group of girls. They would be turning up. Then the next thing you know, they just start fighting. Like what the type of shit is that? So somebody had walked up to us like, yeah, they just giving out pink wristbands just because. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, they just giving out pink wristbands and it's for VIP. So you wouldn't have to go through the first round. You would just go straight to see Natalie. So I look around and I see like this dude, he walking around with pink wristbands in his hand, but it's a whole bunch of girls following him trying to get the ticket. So I did get up to try to see if I could get a ticket because they said they was just giving them out. But then when I walked over there, I heard him saying, like, y'all not doing nothing for it. So basically, I knew right then and there, you basically wanted us to fight. Like, that's weird as fuck. So whatever, I'm going to go sit my black ass right back down and just wait my turn. You know what I'm saying? And talk my shit when I get in a position to talk my shit. Like, it is what it is. I'm not about to beg nobody. So here they go, fighting all over again. I mean, left and right. They pulling the cameras out. They dancing. Next thing you know, they bust out into fights. Like, I felt like, was they telling them to do this? Like, I was lost.
Yeah, when them cameras come out, I feel like all bets is off. People be doing whatever to get in front of them cameras. But as you can see, this girl, she's showing up like, I'll fight if I have to, but that's not my main reason for being here. I'm a bad, I'm here, I'm pretty, I'm cute, and that's how I'm trying to be on camera. But yeah, and I couldn't find her part 2, so I'm sorry, y'all. That's all I got for that one. But she was a really pretty girl, so I hope that, well, at this point, like I said, I don't feel like the auditions is really real, so she probably ain't gonna be on the show.
I would personally never go to nobody's audition again. Waited in the line for like 8-9 hours. They showed up 5 hours late. Then when they got there, we had to stay in one room for like 4 hours, fighting back to back. Then we finally get to see them. And personally, when it was my turn, they did my group bogus. They gave us a shot and told us next. They didn't ask us no questions, ask us our name. Everybody talking, we talking over each other. They didn't even care. They just told us next. Like, they wasn't trying to listen to us at all. And yeah, it was just a bad experience. I would never ever do that again. Yeah, Zeus Network is bogus as f***. I used to support them and think that they were for the people, but they're for fucking money. like every other company out there. And yeah, just to see it live in action was bogus. Like, they had us in that line for like over 5 hours waiting for them to show up. Bitches arguing, bitches fighting, you know, we irritated, hot, sweating, can't even breathe, touching each other, feeling each other's sweat. That was bogus. Then we get inside. Okay. Now we just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. They upstairs fucking partying. And we waiting. Why wasn't y'all partying when y'all came 5 hours late? Like, now I see why people be on their auditions looking a hot mess. We in the hot ass sun for 5 hours, wig lifting, makeup coming off, every bitch fighting and arguing, and it's not like they taking them out. They just break up the fight and let them go back in the line, you know? So that was a mess, like, literally. Then we get inside, we all in this room together with the cameras, bitch want to show out. I swear there was probably like 30, 40 fights. Fight here, fight there, 3 fights at the same time. Like, like, don't get me wrong, like, I be with the ghetto, but that was like ghetto ratchet, ghetto, I don't know. Me personally, I'm like a bougie Barbie, so I'm like a ghetto Barbie. So it's like, I wasn't fucking with it. I was irritated. But yeah, the whole thing was just irritating. Like, they really didn't let, like, people with true potential showcase that true potential, because it just wasn't, it was so much going on, so much ghetto stuff. Then they kind of didn't even care. How is y'all coming 5, 6 hours late? Not to mention that I had to drive back to Chicago, and Chicago is like 4, maybe 4.5 hours away from Detroit. So I'm tired. I'm literally tired. I literally had to come to a rest stop and get some sleep because I've been on the road. And they doing people dirty like that. There's bitches that they came 15 hours and drove 15 hours. Like, y'all bogus as hell. They bogus. They literally do that. Get the fights, get the content, and piece the fuck out. I believe they truly already know who they finna cast. They know already. The fuck. They definitely know. They do that shit for content. Then it's so crazy how the females switched up when the cameras came out. Like, honestly, if y'all see me on TV, y'all go see me with a face, with a f***ing attitude. Because I had an attitude the whole time. Literally. Never again. I literally want to sue. That's why they had us sign that bogus ass contract after we registered, because they know. And like I said, there was definitely some beautiful ladies there, people with true potential, but I could just tell just from talking to a lot of them, me, and the fact that I didn't even get to talk to anybody, like the cast members, like I wanted to. It's just bogus, and they don't give a
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely for the content. It's not to actually, like, you be thinking, okay, the auditions is for them to find the baddest person in this area. Da, 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 da. Nah, it's for the content. It's for you to think that thousands of girls wish they could be on Baddies, which is kind of true because they all do show up to be on Baddies. But it's just to show people, to make people feel like these people who are on the show are just like high value, top notch, like, you know? And I don't feel like that's the case. I definitely don't feel like that's the case. What else did she say? Oh, the contracts. Yeah, I told y'all when she said, oh, I wanted to sue. You ain't no suing. Like, ain't no suing. They make sure very well that you cannot sue them for nothing. They don't care if you get a concussion, if you pass away. They don't care nothing. They not paying for nothing. They have no liability, and you signed your rights over to them. So y'all be careful. Excuse me. Be careful when y'all going into these settings, because they literally don't care about your health. Like they said, people was passing out. Like, they really just don't care. All they want is content. It's a business that thrives off of ratchet ghetto toxicity. Okay, so be careful if y'all do go to these auditions.
Hey you guys, so I'm going to tell you guys about my experience at the Baddies of the East audition. Overall, I'm just going to say the whole experience was unorganized and it was just unprofessional. I should have known that was going to be some bullshit because she literally sent the email 2 days before the audition. Let's start there. She tells everybody that audition starts at noon. Auditions didn't start till 9:30 p.m. Mind you, it was also 85 degrees in Washington, D.C., and everybody was acting ass. So we stayed in a line from basically 12. Some people were even there till 6 a.m. None of us got in. Well, I got in at 5:30 p.m. after sitting in 85-degree weather on top of that. And they were barely passing out water as well. Then we get inside, so I'm thinking, okay, the process is actually starting to, pick up. But since they were unorganized, because they were doing security with 3 different security companies, so none of them knew what to do or they weren't in sync at all. It was to the point the females were literally bullying the security. That's how bad it was, literally. So they let most of us in, which that's where they fucked up, because they should let everybody go little by little and break up the line in groups or something. Mind you, females was already stinking outside, so when we got inside, it was even worse. It smells like they literally did not see an OBGYN in 3 years. That's how bad they stunk. It was so bad. It was at the audition that looked like they rolled out of bed and just went straight to audition. Like, it was crazy. And they was letting these people actually audition. Like, what the f***? So we're waiting. Krishan and them don't come out till like 8:30ish to do the rolling introduction. Okay, cool. But before that, this was basically throwing lace fronts around the room after they got done fighting with the bitch, and then basically was tossing her wig around the room. Yes. So mind you, it was like 4 fights that broke out just in the midst of us waiting for us to audition. More like 80, because it was like a whole fucking war zone in that bitch. All right, I felt unsafe as fuck. Like, bitches was shooting. Mind you,
Astro World Part 2.
Astro World Part 2, but worse. So then, mind you, we're trying to figure out how we're going to get called or how we get to be seen by Natalie and this and that third. Like, what's the process? How long is it going to take? They're like, oh, sit in this room. The other guy's like, wait in this line. It was just so unorganized. Even the employees did not know what was going on because I guess Natalie was running this shit. So like at 9:30 is when they actually started taking people to the back. Around 10:30, that's when everybody started lining up to get seen, because that's where people were starting to figure out that's how you get seen by Natalie. So basically, I ended up staying in that line for an hour. And within that time span of that hour, it was like 3 fights that broke out in the hallway, but it felt like it was way more than that. They were literally opening the door and letting themselves in past security to go see Natalie. They were banging on the door. And right when I was about to enter into the door, the police show up. So I didn't get a chance to audition. Or my friend. But if you want me to go into more details, blow this up for a part 2.
Wow. So going through all of that, and then the police show up? So wait, did y'all not have like the proper paperwork that y'all needed to even be doing what y'all was doing? I would have been so irritated, like, at the whole experience. I'd have just been irritated, because what? Like,
I'm truly convinced that Zeus network is demonic. In a few years, there's gonna be a surviving Zeus coming out. This network lacks empathy. Best way that I can put it, and it exploits people. The owners of Zeus are not seeing the pearly gates. And I truly wish that Diamond would just stay out of the network altogether. Just watching the Baddies audition, even the previous season castings, right? Why in your right mind would you go to a Zeus audition? Let me be more specific. If you didn't grow up in a specific lifestyle, if you don't know how to fight or how to defend yourself, why would you go to a Zeus audition? Number 2, why would you leave your city, go to the next city by yourself, go stand in line for hours, thinking you're not gonna get touched or jumped? It's crazy. Y'all put yourselves in the perfect position for Zeus to use y'all. It's clear that the network does not care about what the happened to y'all. I wanted to feel so bad for this girl. She literally came in so pretty and had her braids done. Just imagine coming to an audition with your hair like this. And after sharing your story about being a pew-pew violent survivor, one of the judges, of course Summer's weird ass, is gonna say, well, that only happened to you because you're set up, and proceeded on getting this girl jumped. To which she walked out of audition like this. Like, I don't understand how else to say that's not okay. But who cares, right? Because this is what's expected from Zeus Network. And it's also at the same time, why the fuck would you go with a new fresh set of braids? And then also, y'all have to realize, like, y'all opinion on social media doesn't really matter. Well, our opinion as the public doesn't matter. So petitioning or saying, we don't want to see Summer back on our screens, it ain't doing nothing. Y'all remember Rolly? Y'all did the same thing, signed a petition and everything. And Rolly is there, P-led. It's gonna be the same thing. Unfortunately, Summer makes good television. Summer keeps getting these rise in reactions out of us. Zeus doesn't care about empathy or being good. They care about money, ratings. So I'm pretty sure Summer is gonna be back for the next season. Anyway, y'all, what did y'all think about the Baddies audition from your favorite Haitian homegirl?
Yeah, I agree with her. I definitely agree with her. I've been saying it like this whole video. So I agree with her. I wanted to add this one on, even though she didn't actually go to Zeus, even though she didn't actually go to auditions, she literally read it down. Like, that's exactly what they do. Even with the whole Summer thing, if you watch the show, it's like she's very disrespectful, very like, why would you say that to that girl? But nobody cares. They don't care about that type of stuff. They just care about being talked about, bad or good. Like, if you're somebody that's starting conversation, they always talking about what you do, they're going to keep you on the show.
Y'all, I can't even lie. Your girl is tired, okay? I literally have been editing this video for 2 days. You hear me? Trying to bleep out all the cusses. Y'all, these girls got some potty mouths. But this one right here, listen, it's an hour in and I can't. She cussing every other word. But basically, she went to the Baddies auditions and got jumped by these girls. Look at her face, okay? And the whole time, y'all, she didn't even get a chance to audition. So if you are getting anything out of this video, please just don't go, okay?
You got beat up like that at the Baddies auditions and you didn't even get a chance to audition? You got the bricks beat off of you, got bank jump, whatever you call it, and you didn't even get to audition? Y'all, what? Why?
Why?
Why? I guess these girls be young turn and just trying to have a good time, but y'all, please be safe out there, because this is, yeah, no. That, she looked bad. She looked bad. They beat her up. It could have been worse, and now she's driving back home like that. Imagine getting back on a plane, beat up like that. What? All right, y'all, that's the end of the video. These experiences would make me, even if I was 21, because when I was young, I wanted to be on Bad Girls Club, but it was different. You just took a video and they picked you, or they did it. You did not have to be in the same room with a bunch of girls who's trying to do the same thing as you and just fight and just be like, what? But if I seen all these experiences, I don't care. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I ain't showing up. I'll make my own show, do something. I don't know. I would not show up, because what? But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like it, comment, and subscribe. Would you go on Baddies? If you had to go through all of this, do you think it's worth being on Baddies? Let me know, friend. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.